And welcome all you lords and ladies of fate. In this stream we play all manner of tabletop RPGs for your entertainment. This is the only tabletop Twitch stream that allows you to control the destinies of our players. Earn fate chips just by watching, and also by following, hosting, or subscribing. Spend those fate chips to buy items or to heal your favorite players, make them say or do silly things, or even force them into random encounters. Tonight, the will of the fates will be guided by our very own Q as we play Star Trek of the Fates. Please forgive the state of the overlay. It is what it is. This is what scrambling it together in under an hour will get you. Yes.
Good job, Captain. I love
this beautiful monstrosity that we have in front of us, and I don't know if the chat is going to work. Oh, look, the chat is popping up. My voice is staticky. Wonderful.
This is very staticky.
It sounds good on my end. But then again, my ears are staticky, so maybe it offsets.
It's very true.
All right.
Very true.
How about now? Am I coming through? Am I coming through better?
You come across to me better.
We'll wait for our sick boy to get back to us here. Is that better? I don't know what's going on with OBS recently.
Okay, to ask the hydrate. What's the? Oh wait, have you haven't introduced anyone?
Oh well, hi. Yeah, well today we will be joined by myself, Armand, playing the wonderful Captain Roland Sykes. Well, actually not Captain, but we'll get to that in a bit. Followed by Good Devil playing Lieutenant Commander Civic. We also have Rockosaurus Rex playing all manner of past lovers today. And as I said before, mediating the will of the fates is our very own Q, played by Wayne.
Hello, everyone. What we are going to do is take a brief respite because apparently you corporeal life forms have such a difficult time maintaining anything that you would marginally call health. The minute you're born, you begin dying. And that was a really dark way to begin this, isn't it? All right, nobody's dying. None on my watch. Well, except in the Klingon game. And that's coming. So what happened was, this episode will be called Side Trek, a Roland holiday, where we will be exploring the background of one of your favorite characters. Tonight, the crew is in Modine 7, and they are reviewing their pathetic performance in the simulation that happened last week. And this reminds Captain Roland of another time when he failed pathetically and needed to learn a valuable lesson from that failure. And Captain Roland, we are going to let the audience decide what valuable lesson it is that you will need to learn tonight before the clock strikes 90 minutes. So there is a poll open. What will young Lieutenant Commander Sykes learn before he grew his beard?
Well,
is it start shaving? I didn't tell you that, but no, you must. What did he learn to uphold the values of the Federation? That anything can happen. C, if you can't fix a problem from the outside, you can fix it from the inside. Or D, measure twice, cut once. Those are your options, fans. Decide what failure led him to this lesson. And we will all be working toward that goal tonight, if there is such a thing as working toward a goal with any of us. In the meantime, while you're contemplating those and voting on them in the poll, I just put this up for a bit of a space filler. And Mr. Spock, all your favorite sassy Spock moments from any of actually all your favorite sassy moments from any Star Trek. What was your favorite moment when a character just had enough?
Oh gosh, I'm blanking out.
Like, did Lieutenant Uhura have anything? Did Tasha Yar do something, like where she kicked a Ferengi and says, "Back off, shorty"?
Which time?
I think the only one time.
I
Yeah.
think when Cisco told off Picard at the very beginning of the series. I don't know, like told him off, but he was just like, "No, you listen here. I don't like this. This isn't cool."
I'm not doing this.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand why the Thong Song guy has any ability to weigh in on Starfleet matters.
Different Cisco.
Okay. All right.
Devil, what was your moment?
Well, I have to go to a movie. In the first Kelvin movie, like, is there a more sassy moment than Kirk on the Kobayashi Maru test? Just turning to Uhura and just going, "Alert medical."
Yes.
Eating an apple in the middle of a test.
I think that was the moment I knew I loved him as Kirk.
I was very happy with that. Eating the apple was like an old school nod. I sat there and I just, what can you say? You know, he's pretty. and pretty sassy, I believe. Oh, I haven't voted. I could tip the fates here, couldn't I? Should we close the poll?
It has closed.
It's actually just now over. So, in fourth, we got Anything Can Happen, and Uphold Federation Values, both with 1. Fix It from the Inside with 3, but we have our winner with 4 votes. Measure Twice, Cut Once.
All right. So I am absolutely, I've just activated the edit mode. All right. That will be tonight's theme then. That is the lesson you have not yet learned. You brazen young thing, you. And so, you are, again, in the bar, contemplating how your failure is reflecting on you and hoping it won't wreck your confidence in your crew and, worse yet, destroy the Federation. Your mind drifts back to the time when you had just met Civic and you were both at Outpost McConaughey for a cultural exchange, which included Andorian limbo and Klingon slam poetry. And you were involved in these things. I believe this begins Civic's long love of Klingon cultural exchanges. Or he may have talked you into coming to this. I'm not sure. When your mind drifts back, where were you? Where does your mind go back to? What room or event of this particular situation?
I remember we were heading from one slam poetry session to the next, and Civic turned to me and said something about how it was curious how Klingons could effectively use slam poetry to that effect. And I think maybe that might have sparked a misconception in Roland Sykes. Now Roland Sykes has this image of a Vulcan who loves Klingon culture, where he was probably just curious a little bit. And now this is what's going to spark him to send him to wonderful conferences.
Okay. So as you can see, you're in the hallway transiting to the next cultural event. Initially, you left the Klingon slam poetry, and you're about to go into what's known as Colonel Glug's free-form batlith and bonding session. So that is where you're on your way to. So you've had your discussion, right? You've had this discussion.
I'm looking at the
Steven,
I'm looking at the pamphlet and going, okay, 14C is where the batlith and bonding is being held. I think that should be, just down this hallway. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, how do I use chat? Oh. Let me see.
A little bit of B&B in the morning.
Lieutenant Commander, it is not necessary. I find it unnecessary to attend all of the Klingon activities today.
Yes, but I mean, this is meant to broaden our horizons, and what better way to broaden our horizons than to just dive in, feet first, ready to experience new cultures. That's what Starfleet's all about.
If experiencing new cultures exposes us to the stylish soundings of he sees ship blows it up. I quite frankly, Captain, I didn't see. I don't see the lesson in their slam poetry, and I have my concerns and doubts about this batleth and bonding that you're making me attend.
Oh, Civic, it's going to be fine. I'm sure all of the necessary safety precautions have been taken. This is a Starfleet-sanctioned event, after all.
Perhaps. But I am not yet unaware of the Klingons having an equivalent of OSHA.
My, Civic, your knowledge of 20th century Earth practices has really come along in the past couple of years.
Well, after I found a lot of that reading interesting, especially what happened after World War III.
Oh, well, that was a pretty rough time there. Poor Florida.
They deserved it.
All right, so what I'm going to assume is, despite the protestations of your newfound friend, who I believe is Lieutenant Civic at this point, you have now taken this O2 polite Vulcan into this room, which contains. Let me see if I can make sure I've got general cloak. I figured something out, which was good. All right. There we go. So you have a room with Klingons, a Tellarite, and I lost track of the captain.
Rufus, Vulcans are always worrying, man. They're always worrying about something.
Yep. And
Captain Esteban.
My current worry is how Colonel Glug came to fruition before we arrived in the room.
Oh my goodness, Drag! I know that guy.
Yes, you do.
What?
These are going to be some deep cuts.
What an honorable Klingon.
Let me see. We have you, and I've got to pop you guys into the room. So you do go in, and he is just Colonel Glug is just finishing up his warm-up stanza, which would be what, Roxaurus?
First, I'd like to look over, stop what I'm saying, and look to the new arrivals and say, "Welcome, Noktach Torah, my friends," which, of course, in Klingon, if you don't know, means, "Why in the fuck are you interrupting my set and coming in late? Sit your asses down."
I do love that we have a Transylvanian general.
I'm working on it. I'm developing.
And you will,
Give me a
you
break.
will be. I like the Transylvanian. I like the possibility of a vampire Klingon would be.
Bring,
This is already getting into fan
yeah,
fiction.
bring
Yes,
me
this
more
is
blood
already-
wine. Mm.
And honestly, yes, literally the blood wine, and also, and rice.
I like to eat my blanc medium rare.
Yeah. No, we actually had Rice. Rice passed away
I
today.
heard about that.
So this is in honor of her of having a non-hot vampire, which plays totally against her type. So the non-hot vampires.
Now,
Yes.
as I was saying, I was just about to start giving my newest poem that I had written, called Lachtha. Lachtha nupna harashunara halu bla hashunala, which in English translates to, my batlet brings all the girls to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours.
Have you ever thought of making that a song, maybe a rock opera, maybe?
A rock opera? What in the hell is that?
Oh, I think you should take rock opera back to the Klingons, and maybe there'll be a conference on it later.
Excuse me, what is your name?
My name is Lieutenant Commander Roland Sykes.
Well, Lieutenant Commander, maybe you should sit down.
Absolutely, Colonel.
Has achieved orbit. Oh, re-entry.
Oh, what? You don't like my
I love him. I think he's great.
I don't like the event. I don't know if I particularly care for the events that are presently be set in motion.
you feel a disturbance. Someone's gonna send me to that conference. I just know it.
Actually, across the room, Roland, you happen to see two people that are actually not far from your past. You see a rather strong woman, we'll just say, and you also see a what looks to be a Medusan in an android body, and they're both kind of rocking and sexy, and they seem very familiar to you, but it's like they've just put on a vaguely minor disguise, but you see through this.
Wait a minute, Sivek. I think I know them.
Oh, Lieutenant Commander, I really must protest if this is going to be another one of your conquest stories.
Listen, Sivek, it's all about broadening our horizons. We're on the frontiers of space. We should experience everything the universe has to offer.
While I may see the logic in that, I'm going to bring a nice large spoiler alert for you, Captain or Lieutenant Commander. It's still all pink inside.
Oh, this I know, my pointy-eared friend. But hey, listen. When your Ponfar comes around, you let me know, okay? I want to be right there. I want to be your wing. You've been such a great wingman for me all this time. I just want to make sure, I'm there for you. Give you that same support.
Lieutenant Commander,
I don't know
I'm
how.
fairly certain if you were present, you would in fact die.
I take that as a very interesting challenge, my friend. Okay. How many years off is your Ponfar? When was your last one? 4 years ago?
I have no further comments on the matter.
All right.
I believe that Space HR may have something. This has got to fall under under HIPAA. I'm sure this is a
we're off the clock right now. We're experiencing some cultural R&R.
Oh,
I see. Well, part of it is as Glug has reached the point in his performance where it's an interpretive dance with the batleth. And many people are, I believe, at this point, is it not traditional, Colonel Glug, for the audience to begin participating in the essentially a follow the leader sort of process?
Yes, absolutely. It would be ridiculous if it weren't.
I believe that Civic is understanding the concept of crogging with an apostrophe. Yes, that's crogging. Crogging. Because all of our heydays were in the 90s, folks. This is our heydays.
Krog. Let your body move to the music. Move to the music. I'm done now.
If you want to possibly, now that people are moving about, I think that you might be able, if you wish to indulge in your curiosity about who these people are, you're welcome to try that or embarrass Civic further.
Civic, you wanna just pay attention, and if it looks like I need help, just come on over and give me that support. And then I'm gonna do the interpretive dance, kind of pretending like I'm not paying attention to what's going on, and then I'll kind of back in to Katie down there, like, oh, I'm so clumsy me. I am so you look. I'm gonna do that thing that everybody does when they think they know somebody that they rented. Like, wait a minute,
Oh, yeah. Give me a second to find a voice. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that to work. Why does it not make?
Oh no!
All right.
Yep. Nat Jester.
She's gonna
too sick to be here, but not sick enough to not be here and throw those awesome one-liners in that chat. Thanks, Nat. That's great. I love it.
Coming out with the sick jokes, I'll tell you that.
Ooh, you might want to get those jokes tested.
Ooh.
Yes, I know it's you. I know it's you, Roland. You really can't blow my cover right now.
What? Katie, is that what? Are you on some sort of secret mission?
Yes, I'm on a mission. I have a contact here. I don't know who it is. All I know is it's one of the Klingons. Me and Jay and I have teamed up, and yes, these are our aliases. These aren't our real names. We're using our code names now.
Oh, okay.
Like when I become captain of a starship, I'll have a different name, and Jay will have a different name when he's the officer, a science officer on the starship, and we both die in a simulation.
Oh, that's oddly specific, but okay. Wow,
yes, you've bumped into the rather that firm muscular body that you remember so well.
Kept feeling real warm and safe.
Your times at the academy with her. It was intense. You and her and Jay were all very, very tight.
Sometimes tents were involved.
I believe. Yeah. Tents were involved. Oh.
That survival test. Ooh, man, we did a lot more than survive. I'll tell you that much.
Did you thrive?
We thrived.
I even got my anus bleached.
Gotcha.
Well, one of them's a Medusan, so that will be a challenge. Civic, you're actually seeing an older captain attempting to, essentially attempting to Krog, and he's doing even worse than you are, if that's believable. But this person looks like they may have some influence, and possibly, if you wish, you could probably get a transfer off of the USS Repulse, where you and You and Roland are stationed. Do you like the Repulse?
A repulse. It's. I don't find their tests quite as challenging as I might like.
Okay, because they are an Excelsior class ship, which is a bit long in the tooth. And there's going to be a propulsion expert that shows up there at some point with a three-fingered dude. And I think you want out of engineering before this person. Anyone, who was the propulsion expert from season 1 where no one has gone before?
Three-fingered Willie.
Wait, season 1 of what?
Season 1 of TNG.
Reggie?
No, Jughead is not there either.
He wasn't until later, was he?
He wasn't until later. This is the propulsion expert.
Where
we discovered a crew member had the gift of warp drive.
Wait, what?
Don't worry, you'll find out.
Okay.
Oh, it's hurting my head because I should know this.
Was it one of the
audience?
holodeck chicks?
Audience, who was the propulsion expert?
God, just giving me another excuse to have to go back and rewatch all of Star Trek again.
Well, there was Wally Three Thumbs, yes. Who was Wally Three Thumbs propulsion expert? No one?
Well, that's his name now.
Oh, all right. Unfortunately, I have to look that up too.
That's why you were.
That's
why you were asking the question.
Is to ask
Kaczynski?
Yes, Mr. Kaczynski, and his companion slash lover was
that guy,
three-fingered guy.
His name is listed on Memory Alpha as Kaczynski.
Just Kaczynski. Because the writers found him so boring, they did not choose to give him a first name.
He was such a douchebag.
It was his middle name. Because they never bothered with the first or last name. Kaczynski was simply his middle name. That was the tragedy of Kaczynski, and we're hoping he comes up on a future episode of Picard and is killed brutally, as it says everyone from the past. So yes, you're hoping. By the way, see where this was headed was you hear that someone's going to come in, and you've read through the theories of this Kaczynski character, and you're as unimpressed as anyone about them. He's basically talking about chakras and good feelings.
Crystals.
Oh yeah, not even the lithium kind.
No.
These are the healing crystals.
No.
Yeah. So you know that Captain Esteban is aboard one of the Ambassador class ships, which is a step up. And you might, do you want to try and curry favor with him, or do you want to stay and be inundated with the stupid of Kaczynski, and possibly Roland for the rest of your life?
Well, since you put it that way, who do I have to talk to get off this goddamn ship? You said Captain Esteban?
Captain Esteban is he's the person you recognize as being the captain of the Ambassador's class starship. I need a name of a starship, please. Either cast or
Pegasus.
Or audience. Well, that's been used. Next.
Ronaldo.
Jar Jar Binks.
Okay. The USS J. Ronaldo.
There we go. A marriage of them both.
Yeah. The marriage of them both. But yes, he's the captain of the USS J. Ronaldo, and that is a ship that is certainly better than the Excelsior, and is not going to get this random dude coming on and talking about healing chakras with the EPS conduits.
Oh, Captain Esteban. Strange to find you here.
Well, I've got to do things to keep myself young. And you hear like his hip sort of pop, and he begins to stumble.
And I put my hands out and try to stabilize him by the shoulders.
I need a. We see this is a daring and medical.
Here's the one roll for tonight, everybody.
One roll for tonight. When they talk about this, when you talk about a one roll system, this is really what it means. The one roll. I did pick your two worst stats too. Oh, please don't.
Oh, do we got the deuce?
It can't be starting already.
I love it.
0, 6. Both failed, but one of them was.
Oh, beautiful.
Let's see how this complication.
Beautiful for spacious skies. This was on the utility roll to just get you momentum. If I'm you've consequenced all over the captain. So yeah.
Pretty sure the consequence is the captain on
My favorite.
Oh, hurt me, baby, one more time.
Give me all your consequences.
Roland's watching from afar, going, "Is this what my future holds?"
You play your cards right, Sonny Jim, and this could be you.
Yeah.
So, Captain Esteban does unfortunately, when you're, he does twist, he does fracture his hip, because I don't know why, but somehow he's that's what you get for missing regular medical checks. I believe that the CMO would be on that. That's what happens when you skip your regular checks too often.
Captains are the worst patients.
Captains are the
Wait, does this mean that it is Lieutenant Commander Roland's responsibility to kill Captain Esteban and then take his command?
No, Colonel Glug. This is a Starfleet. This is Starfleet. We don't do that here.
Oh,
we're gonna patch him up and fix him up, and he's gonna be better than new.
No. Seriously, what are you gonna do?
And on that note, Sivek is going to tap the comm badge on Captain Esteban's chest, and medical emergency. Please transport Captain Esteban to medical.
Oh, see, there's this thing that happens at every Klingon event.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Do we get to cut out his heart and sacrifice him yet?
Oh, close.
Oh.
But this is called the what is it? The no flash photography protocols. Yeah, I mean, you may have missed this when it came in, but you look on the back of the pamphlet, Captain Roland, our Lieutenant Commander, and you realize that on the bottom of it is written very clearly, there'll be no comm badge use, and all performances are locked in with a transporter scrambler to prevent piracy. Also, no flash photography. So yes, you are locked in the room with a man who has now broken his hip, and dislocated his knee. And I've got to work this into a very important situation. Yes. All right. Yeah. So Captain Esteban is twisted. You guys are. I don't know. Do we pause the? Do we pause the event?
I guess that's up to the event coordinator, Colonel Glug.
Yeah, Colonel Glug is curious about the succession.
I'm still wondering if we're going to kill him or not.
No, Glug. No, Colonel. We don't do that. We're gonna. Is it just in this room that we can't communicate, or can I like step outside and call medical here?
I don't know why you need to do that. I have a batleth. It's right here. That you just take care of it, and we can be on our way. I mean, maybe we could just take it. I don't know. Maybe just cut his leg off or something like that. It seems a whole lot less messy than having to get doctors and everything involved.
This isn't the cultural exchange I was expecting.
I know. I'm full of surprises.
You've got to listen. If we're gonna come here and learn a little bit about your culture, I think it would behoove you to also come away from this experience learning a little bit about our culture. We don't kill somebody just because they're old and broke a hip. We let them live until they're like 150 because we can.
Now you listen here, Lieutenant Commander. Okay, fine, whatever.
Like, Colonel Glug, you have to have some way to get in contact with people outside of this room. Can you call medical?
No, you open the door, you knucklehead.
Oh, go on.
See, I believe you forget the rule of all Klingon performances: no late admission.
They're already here late.
Or early exit.
We already broke that.
No, you started. No, you started. You started early.
Well, I have to kill somebody. That's why I'm trying to kill the captain.
Food.
I mean, not kill the captain. Take him out of commission so that the lieutenant commander can take his place, of course.
Yeah, Captain Esteban is feeling the tendons in his leg begin to just stretch apart, trying to hold his hip together.
Do I look around and see like a medical like kit lying around anywhere? Like, is there like
there's a Klingon medical kit.
I happen to have a Klingon medical kit right here. It's called a
I'm
batleth.
gonna walk right by him, ignoring him, and I'm gonna go and I want to look and see what's inside the medical kit.
Audience,
look,
what is
smaller batleths.
These are Klingon medical kits because this was to be a completely authentic Klingon experience. Colonel Glug, one of the things that came up was you do have a code word with which to recognize your contact, and that is that they will say red balloons. No, it's either that or it's you don't remember it completely because you were rather drunk at the time. That's either the contact or that's the safe word. We're not sure which. But that's your that's the contact. That's the red balloons, and then someone will have to say, "Oh, I love Nina," as their response. That's your sign countersign. And I'm really hard for that one. Did that plan for two of you?
I enjoyed it. It tickled me.
Okay, thank you. Well, there's eventually you'll look it up. But yes, it has something to do with red balloons. But yes, you need to have a response of someone saying "I love Nina" as your countersign. Do you understand the idea of sign countersign? The colonel does? Does the player?
I sure do.
Right. Really?
I'm definitely struggling to come up with something funny that includes the phrase "red balloons" in it. I'm working on it.
Well,
all right. I will give your brain, your limited little brain, a chance to like.
Spoiler alert!
This is going to be a challenge. All right. So at this point, Civic, you are the captain. Roland has gone off to look at the medical kit, which is filled with still more knives.
Mm.
Little knives, the little knives for delicate things. And while you're there, Jay also joins you at the medical. Joins you at the medical thing. Roland, I've missed you so much. It's great to see you again.
Oh, and what's the code name you're going by right now? I know Katie filled me in.
It's J. Stay Moss.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I love a good sneak. I love a good sneak. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have any anything like medical on you that I could take to stabilize this captain over here, because I think my Vulcan friend over there was trying to curry favor, and I don't think it's going over very well.
Let me see what my medical success is. Hold on. You know, I always liked it when you wrapped me up in those bandages.
Hey, sometimes they weren't just bandages.
No, I really did appreciate it, and I look forward to our time at the academy. What are you doing with yourself now?
Oh, I'm on the command track. I think it's not going to be too long before they give me a ship of my own. I heard rumor that they've got a new model on the assembly line that'd be perfect for me. It's little and quick, and it's got enough on it to do some science like I've always wanted. So.
Oh yeah, yes, and at this, Jay's eyes actually flare. This is the leaded lens behind which the creature, the Medusan non-corporeal form exists and glows, and it is a much more. Is my PowerPoint? Can anyone else see my PowerPoint?
There we go. Now I can see it.
Okay. I was putting up my. Oh, all right. I shared the wrong thing. That's why. All right. Yeah, I can't share my dice rolls with you guys. Ha! Good. Just trust me. The Jay's, it has a flare of light, which is a sign of obvious excitement. And also, Katie comes up because you guys are a little bit of a huddle, and she's got a little FOMO going on. And yes, little things. And then she does give your shoulder a playful squeeze. Both of them are taller than you by a good 6 inches. And it is up to you how this goes. But yeah, we'll keep it TNG at this point. Rated TNG. But yeah, so she's also going to make a scene of pawing through a medical kit with you, breathing heavily in your ear and saying. So what's this about a command you've got?
Armand.
Sorry, I might be getting my own command. Oh, you know how much I like that. Oh. Not right now. Not right now. We've got. I want to stabilize the captain first.
I could be husky like the Borg Queen, and less sweaty. Speaking of sweaty and desperate, Sebik, you're still a Kolinar master, even though you're really being put to the test right now. Captain Esteban is in a bit of agony, and you might be able to use a Vulcan neuropressure technique to relieve some of his discomfort as the.
Indeed, let's put him to sleep with the Vulcan coach. I'm sorry to do this to you,
Field
Captain,
anesthesia.
but it's so you don't feel the pain. You'll wake up in medical.
Really? Are you?
Sir, yes, sir.
Are you Spock?
Yes,
it is a difficulty level 0 task to inflict this on this poor frail man. However, if you wish to roll dice, it's a 0 level task. You don't have to roll dice.
Do it.
How'd you do? And you can keep whatever you rolled. It's okay. You don't have to re-roll or anything.
Oh, okay. And what am I rolling?
You would be
against?
rolling against. This would be either either security or science, because you can science your way out of a neck pinch. And it's not presence. Control.
Okay, cool. So I rolled an 11 and 13, and I needed a 15 on that. So 2
All
successes.
right. It was a 0. You have now, the team has banked 2 successes. You can do other things to him, like make him go extra sleepy. None of these are really useful at this point. So banking, I'm going to presume you bank.
Bang, yes.
I'm going to remove the consequence because we already know what it is and are having a party laugh.
Well, actually, no. I'm gonna use those extra momentum to buy more damage die. We're gonna put them to permanent sleep. Sure, why not?
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But I kid. Let me see if I can get a yellow token on him. All right. So Captain Esteban is down. Civic is standing next to him with his hand not at all unsuspiciously on his neck, but I don't think anybody's going to begrudge it.
At least he stopped screaming.
Yeah, at least he stopped moaning in agony, which is kind of good. Now you've got, let me see, I'm going to throw you guys over here. Oh yeah, it's kind of a big corner party over there. You guys are like taking your thing. Yeah, so you've got these 2 really jacked people kind of riding up on you, and apparently jockeying for promotion. Emphasis on the jockey part. Colonel Clug, you notice that these humans or these Federationers really seem to be having their own little party going on. You're in the middle of a recitation, I believe.
Well, I was thinking that while everybody is doing this thing that I absolutely gave an easy solution to solve, I feel maybe I can ease some of this tension here with lyrics that I helped prepare with one of my friends from a Earth country named Germany on one of our outreach programs. What do you think? Huh?
Oh my God! Yeah, I'm actually going to give a point of momentum for that.
I know where this is. I know where this is going.
I know where this is going, but you know what? we got 60 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, it goes. Sorry, that was the.
I'm Transylvanian myself.
Yes,
I'd say fly back to Transylvanian.
99 Luftballons auf ihrem Weg zum Horizont. 8 Mann 4 aus dem All. Darum schicken ein
Such
General.
a beautiful language.
Definitely a language of romance. Thank you.
Unfortunately, the universal translator is broken, so no one understands the word you just said.
Well, if translated to English, the most important part of that song is talking about the 99 red balloons, which lifted my heart far away so they could come back to me while I had my batleth in hand.
Apparently, no one in the room. There's this cluster of people that are clearly not listening, and no one else in the room seems to understand. Turek is the Tellarite is actually looking at you and actually does unfortunately have his own version of a cultural exchange, which is it's gonna go as well as you think. I think that your Targ may need to stop taking lyrics from your Targ while it's being neutered.
I would watch what I'd say if I were you, as I am the one holding the batleth.
Oh yeah, he sort of like backs down a little bit. Actually, I need a presence and command check, and you get to decide if that's one of your primary or your secondary abilities. Then if you have a focus in being a badass.
Well, I rolled an 8 and a 2.
Okay, I'm guessing you have a focus in being a badass.
I sure do. Can't you
So
tell
that's-
by the size of my batleth?
It's a very shiny batleth.
Thank you. I polish it constantly, aggressively.
Ah!
I had the feeling he was compensating for the lack of ridges on his forehead.
You watch your fucking mouth. You watch your fucking mouth, or I'll cut your ears off.
Zivek, he's getting a little defensive about that. I think you might be onto something.
That from across the
Next
room.
thing you're going to say is that my Klingon Portia has something to say about me too, which is not funny at all.
Yeah, no, is that your lifted bird of prey out there? Is that you're not fooling anybody, buddy? Okay. With the mud flaps, get out of here.
Lieutenant Commander, I'm fairly certain it was the Miata that was parked next to it.
I just this idea of a fucking bird of prey and a little Miata parked right next to it.
Mind the spinners. Don't want to curb them.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So what I see, the thing is that to resist, Turk also rolled critical success and another success. So that
Does that mean we can fight? Yes.
This guy is not intimidated, and I don't know if he has the good sense to keep it calm. But yeah, Turek is going to. I don't know, what would Turek respond with in terms of a rap battle? What would a Tellarite say in response for a song?
I really don't know enough about them to give anything.
Something
contextual.
very offensive.
Very offensive, and also you are allowed to go porcine, which is whole hog, as it were.
Not it.
No. Oh, damn it. It's up to you, Armand.
Let's see. What would he say?
Would you have anything that would be in the popular culture vein that could be thrown back?
Let's see. He's a Tellarite. I bet he's going to say something along the lines of, I bet your mother doesn't even smell like feces.
Oh, you think you got me there, huh? My mother's dead. What do you think about that? Now, get away from me. You awful, awful thing. I will kill you. Uncompensating batleth. And I can't seem to stop referencing.
Yes. Oh my God. Where did all this... Wait, did somebody just... Holy crap, there's a whole pile of things that just blew by. All right. Turek is now going to try and press his seeming advantage a little bit further, which where he's going to break into a Backstreet Boys song. Which I don't know whether that's good or not.
Which Backstreet Boys song is the question?
We need to know. We need a Backstreet Boys song.
I also would like to say how much I like, Armand, that you have plenty of Backstreet Boys songs to choose from that you know off the top of your head.
Yeah, I do.
Wait, do we have a Backstreet Boys song from anyone?
No shame in your boy band game, huh?
Quit playing games with my heart. Backstreet's back. We could do what's the? I want it that way.
I want it that way.
I'm tearing out your heart to
There you
get
go.
you.
Yeah. And when you are apart,
When
I
I'm
feel
done
you
with
too.
I'll kill, and when I'm done with you, I'll kill him too. No matter what I do, my bat will stay sharp when it runs through you.
Has been dug out of this hole by some players.
I yield
know
the
you
floor
can-
as the least talented Klingon poet in this room.
That wasn't sync. That was the best part of
I don't
There's
know
a
that,
difference, man.
They were the same thing.
NSYNC
They
had
were
the
the
more
Janine
talented
Dance.
singers. Backstreet Boys had the more poppy songs. But hey.
And they all got molested by that shitty producer. So fuck that guy.
Oh man, hold on. I want to post this because I need to post this today. With your discussions about the Backstreet Boys.
The GM. Order.
Why do I not? All right, bring to front. All right. No, that's not where.
Looks like you've lost control of the PowerPoint.
The sack of shit. Omnipotent beat my ass.
Question mark is right. There you go.
Are we having not a mutiny, but a cutiny?
It is a confusion of continuum of cues is what I'm looking at. Emmett's lost control of the room for the moment. You guys have done an amazing job up to this point. Now we have to with this epic rap battle. Turek and Glug are now like actually head to head, shouting back in sync. Slam poetry at one another.
As that's going on, I wanna look at Jay and Katie and go, look, you see what's going on over here. If one of you doesn't have something that I can use to stabilize the captain, I'm afraid a new captain position is about to open.
Yeah, but whoops, hold on. Where's my thing? There's the robot. But that means we could all serve together. Wouldn't that be great?
You
I could science for you. I could science the shit out of this.
Yeah, but you realize that if you were serving under me, you couldn't serve under me.
Oh.
Oops.
Did I hear that?
Yeah, if Civic wants to hear that, Civic.
I would like to say that I said that as low as humanly possible.
Well, I know, but as vocally possible. Those ears. Just like a treat, man.
Yeah. And realizing the severity of our situation, and the fact that we need to get Captain Nesp on the medical as soon as possible, and Roland over here is continuing his ever-long quest to get some strange on his angle, I believe, is how he described it to me. I'm gonna just kind of mosey my way, kind of and kind of lean into Katy Perry here just a little bit. Be like, Mrs. Perry, I've heard many stories of you. It may please you to know that Captain Roland, or excuse me, Lieutenant Commander Roland, would be able to complete the rest of your collection of all the rest of the galaxy's STIs.
I'm gonna go. Don't pay him any mind. He's a Vulcan. He thinks he's funny. That's about as much Vulcan humor as you're gonna get. I know it's very, very drab, but I'm learning a lot. But hey, about that stuff, like you got any of that the medical light that I can wave in front of the captain? You got one of those?
Jay's gonna. Well, Jay was attempting to roll it, but apparently the continuum has selected the wrong screen to project. What? Well, that's going to drive the plot backward. What he does is Jay is attempting to determine if there is a medical kit built into his transportation suit, and he rolls a 20 and a 1. Because go and figure that one out, Continuum. Today is a good day to fry. So he actually essentially critically fails. Critically fails. So he does have a medical kit. The kit is another Klingon kit. Because he was going to a Klingon event, so it was culturally appropriate. But he does have a selection of beautiful knives and cutlery that would make he has a collection of Vustoffs. And he does know that serration is only meant for bread. But that is where he's at. The Captain Esteban is still asleep at this point. And I've got to... Shoot, yes, there we go. Welcome back, Colonel.
Sorry.
And so one of the things, let me see, I'm going to double check on something. Do you want to keep trying to make contact, Colonel Cloak, while you're, notice no one is guarding the captain's body.
Oh, no.
And he's desperately in need of medical aid.
All right. Well, I was actually about to go. When I had a chance, at least say Civic does go back over.
You wanted to talk to Katie, though, right? Or did we already resolve that? Okay,
we resolved that.
He came in, gave his stinger, and then left.
I was. Yeah, I was trying to move Lieutenant Commander Sykes along. He does tend to drag on. But once I've delivered, the zinger, as he likes to call them, I like to refer to what I say as statements of fact. I'm going to go back over to Captain Esteban and check his vitals to the best of my, medial, basic Starfleet medical training.
So it will be medical.
Can I ask who is our captain?
You can decide who your captain is. What is their name and species?
Captain Kitty.
Not so easy. Not so easy when you're sitting. No, is it? No.
Real quick. Shouldn't we have a bank of character names at this point?
Well, not for new captains.
Well,
we have a bank of we have a bank of underlings, but they're basically barely out of the academy at this stage. But
no, I meant as far as name generator.
Got it.
Name generator.
Quentin Gray is the name of our captain. Our captain's name is Quentin Gray.
Okay, and that was I forget who it was. The USS something or other. Yes, the USS Repulse. Got it. All right. Quentin, and he has a fondness for antiques.
Fondness for antiques. Got it.
And comfortable shoes. And
okay. I approve. But just can you just call him Captain Gray, because I don't want to have to me when it's not. Okay, thanks.
I'm going to need the continuum is going to have to assume that you're making a reference, and as Korab would say, I assume that is also irrelevant since it is not part of my knowledge.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is irrelevant. So you've got the Captain Quentin Gray. I do not know why you took the time to generate that person.
I have reasons. It's for a comment later, but I just wanted to make sure I knew the captain's name.
Okay. At this point, Colonel Colonel Glug, while Civic is checking vitals, and Civic, to check vitals, you're going to need medicine and control. That at least gets you somewhere. And I like that you've lost your voice because the dice are so terribly stacked against you.
Yeah. Well, I can sub science for medicine.
Not
correct?
for a medicine roll. I mean, this is
Okay.
this is sort of you.
Well, either way,
you doing vitals, but
well, it's fine. It's fine. I still get
you
a have a
okay?
target
All right.
turkey.
I just want to make sure that you're
And 2 success.
did one success for vital. You can ask another related question if you wish to spend that momentum immediately. Related.
Okay.
Just none of this.
Yeah. No.
Yashimaru crap.
Okay. Yeah. I got it. Let's move along. We got 15 minutes left. I just wanted to, if I can determine if he's rapidly declining or if he's at least stable in his current condition.
He is for free. Even I'll give you back your momentum. He is stable. He will be just fine. It's a dislocated hip. There's some tendon issues.
Oh.
I mean, he's in pain, but not in tremendous. Not in a life-threatening.
It's just a dislocated
situation.
hip?
No.
Okay.
Let's pop it back in.
Just
With a bat
just the cat. Yeah, no, here's the deal. Yes. Again, there's a weak command officer, and I feel that Colonel Glug may have something to say about this. He cannot hold himself anymore. This is the dog-squirrel conundrum.
Well, we obviously need to amputate.
Oh, you were also told that this is an environment under Klingon rules.
Well, then why didn't we kill him like 10, 15 minutes ago?
I don't know. It's because someone lied to you.
What?
Hold on, here's the second trait.
No one lies to me, especially when carrying my giant batleth and driving my awesome Porsche.
Is,
Yeah.
How do you spell Quonos?
A lot of us. Yep.
A lot of
That'll work.
apostrophes. Some Q's. So our trait we're going to apply is little Quonos. We're going to discuss this in the discovery way. Quonos. So as far as anything goes, this is essentially Klingon diplomatic territory, which you didn't remember because you let someone fluster you and argue you out of it.
Wait. My wife told me it's not about the size of the Clonus. It's how you use it.
That would be Horgan.
Oh.
And Colonel, which wife was that told you?
All of them? All of them?
And was this before or after they left?
Both. But I have no idea what that has to do with anything.
Oh, man. This is an episode where I believe that Double took the intermediate slide of Vulcan sass. Absolutely.
Yes.
Vulcan sass is now.
I'm like,
in effect.
I'm leafing through the pamphlet and I go, oh,
What
hey,
else is in that pamphlet?
Civic, it seems that this entire convention is under Klingon rules, which means we're never going to get a medical staff out here because they don't do that. I think Captain Esteban's going to die. I think Colonel Glug is going to kill him. When in Rome, I guess.
Lieutenant Commander.
Colonel Glug, I'm sorry for standing in your way earlier. It was my fault.
You're watching your promotion go away at this point.
We're here to learn. So I will defer to your judgment.
you would have been much more in control.
Lieutenant Commander, I must protest.
Oh, sorry, Devil, need to say something?
I said, Lieutenant Commander, I must
Yeah, I know, but
protest.
it says it right here in the pamphlet. It says, warning, all rules and laws of Klingon Empire must be observed during this conference. Be mindful, make sure that you get your shots and your checkups before you go. This sounds like it's on Captain Esteban. I mean, it sounds like he should have gotten a medical checkup before he came here.
Lieutenant Commander, it sounds to me that you may have some ill feelings towards Captain Esteban after the scores he recorded for you during your last attempt.
Wait. Now, I feel the tensions are high. So I really think that you should listen to the last verses that I was saying because they're very important in the world of the Klingon. It would calm you down. The one that I was saying about 99 red balloons. Anyway, now.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, I've got to move my, because I believe Civic and Roland are both here.
We moved over.
All right. And I'm going to go with Colonel Glug. Congratulations on your freaking double dick move on that. You're not compensating for hardly anything.
Cutiny.
It's a cutiny. And at that point, both J and KT heard that phrase, and both you realize that there's two very robust, muscular, impressive for non-Klingons forms.
Who let the hotties in here?
Yonder, yeah, the hotties.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And basically, you just want to get something done, and then go and see what these two other people are, because then they say they both yell back, "We love Nina." Hold on. I love Nina.
That was my nickname in college.
Oh, yeah, Nina is the best. It is in German.
Anyway, excuse me, you two. I have some business to take care of.
Well, you may have a little extra business here before you do something. Before that business happens, you have other business. There's honor that must be resolved.
All right, Q, help me out with this business.
Come on, I need this report to be interesting.
As if it's not interesting enough already.
Oh man, I can't type. All right, go ahead.
All right.
Do you understand what you're supposed to do? Roland, our Lieutenant Commander and Lieutenant, you're both having your discussion earnestly about what to do with Captain Esteban. Roland is citing corporate cultural norms, which is in any room. That's the culture that applies. In this case, it's the Klingon room, so Klingon rules go, which Klug may want to show you right now.
So I just go and I start raising my batleth back up in the air, and I'm ready to take a swing.
Want to take a step back?
Okay. What?
No, and I'm gonna tackle him.
All right. What I need is a security and daring from Civic and Klug. You have a 14 in this task. You both, whoever has the most successes wins, and I'm really looking forward to the dice working the way I think they will.
I would like to buy an extra die with momentum, please.
Okay, you also can buy dice because you're not necessarily working as an agent of the DM.
Just so you know, you're probably gonna start like a blood feud between like our families for the next like 4 centuries. So just kind of throwing that out there.
Klingons live a long time, or Vulcans live a long time.
We'll be all right.
Klug, do you want to buy a dice? Since someone else escalated this.
I got to be honest. No, I already rolled, so that wouldn't be very fair.
But you roll another die.
You know what? I'm gonna stay with what I got.
You're 2, right? Okay.
Well, first and foremost, for what it's worth, my target is.
Ooh, baby.
Maybe it's
Ooh.
best then.
Oh. Yeah, you needed all you could get.
So that is 1 success.
No 20s.
No 20s.
19. 19.
No, it was a 5 and 2
Damn it.
14s.
19. All right. Colonel, this is kind of your wheelhouse.
I rolled a 4 and a 10.
All right. You have 2 successes.
I sure do.
You have 1 net success, which is barely enough. And I'm going to inflict a consequence on you.
What?
What?
My rules.
This is unacceptable.
I make them up. It is. It's totally acceptable. You know what happened? You missed his chest. And you cut off at the knee the uninjured leg.
Oh,
You're an injured leg.
Colonel.
Oh
You
man.
chopped off
Colonel
uninjured
Glove,
leg.
don't you've
Yeah.
got to measure twice, then cut once.
What? What does that even mean? I was trying to cut him in half.
You should have measured one more
Didn't even
time.
come close to that. Measured one more time. You should have measured your foe. There is a thing called the aim maneuver, by the way, which you.
I have to be honest with you. Ever since my wife made me feel insecure about my little Quonos, I don't measure things anymore. But it's not the size of it that matters. I do remember that.
What is Klingon? What is Klingon for moil? Devil, please. Get me out of this.
I hopefully I've gotten up. So, having seen the injury inflicted to Captain Esteban, I'm going to neck pinch.
Good luck with that.
Are you going to do this? All right, you're going to. All right, it's daring. It's daring, but it's your science.
I've seen your rolls tonight.
Good science.
Okay. So
resisting with daring and security. Just
buy 2 more.
You're gonna buy 2 more dice. Do you need to buy anything, Colonel Glove?
No.
Buy 2 more dice. That's 3. That takes the team pool down to 1. It's 1
All
shot,
right,
so
so
who cares?
Yep, target 10.
Target 10. Ooh, that was good.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's see.
I am so sure I'm doing this wrong.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
Heard someone grunt with their dice like they're a load. Oh, how much, sir?
So, 3 successes. One of them was a 1, and then a 17.
So that's you bought 3 dice. 2 are 3 successes altogether.
Bought
2 dice. So you had critical +1, so that's 4 successes altogether, right? If I read that right?
Yep.
Okay. What is your defense roll against this?
I had 2 successes, a 10 and an 8.
A 10 and an 8. You have 2 successes. He has 2 more successes than you do.
Oh crap!
That means yes. In the words of the boss, you could be going down, down, down. I believe you have a net pinch damage roll. Yes, you do.
Nerve pinch.
By the way, I would like to point out that
Ow.
Klingons don't go down. It's just not something we do.
I believe that you have a lot of unsatisfied
I was just
females.
about to say maybe that could be why your wives left you.
Wives left you, yes.
It definitely had nothing to do with my quotas.
We have definitely lost Purina.
Which is crazy because this fucking stream has been a dog's dinner, that's for sure.
This has been a dog's dinner. It's very much a dog's breakfast. Yes. How is our dice going?
I'm having fun.
Yes,
I don't know
I
about you guys.
It's the face of a man who did not take time to study the martial arts.
All right, here we go. We got a 14436.
You know, is there any special abilities on the neck pinch? If you want to read the whole description.
Yeah, sure. Collecting some applications, swiftly and non-lethally incapacitate. You may use science, medicine, and may increase damage by your science or medicine instead of security. Okay, I guess that's the only. You may use science or medicine instead of security when attempting a nerve pinch attack, and may increase damage by your science or medicine discipline instead of security.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm looking at recruitment. That's not quite what I needed, and that's okay because
that's what's there. So blame the person that typed it.
Melee. No, it's under weapons. Nerve pinch has 5 dice. Correct. It is.
I know. I rolled 5
but
dice.
But it has a thing called intense. That was the word I was looking for. That's okay. Incapacitate them for the cost to avoid injury. Oh, you're not even close. All right, yeah, you inflicted 2 points out of 5 required to put him down. The 4s and 3s don't matter. So actually, I wouldn't go counting on your nerve pinch to take you out of stuff. However, what happened is, you did like go. What was the phrase when you watched Star Trek II with McCoy, just grabbing a guy's shoulder?
Massage.
Glug, I believe it appears that the Vulcan is initiating a mating ritual.
Oh dear God! Other hand.
At this point, Jay and KT both go. They recognize that the Vulcan might be in over his ears on this, and KT does. But keep in mind, there is an offer of mating, but there is also an offer of honor and your mission. So you have to decide what is more
your
important.
dick or your honor.
Plus, you have a chance of also getting going with these other 2 rather more sturdy companions who are not vegetarians. I think the vegan thing.
I'm going to lean into Colonel Glug and say, they're a good time. Trust me.
Awesome.
I do need to check Klingon off my bucket list, so sure.
You couldn't handle me, Pipsqueak.
I don't think you can handle me, and then I shove him into his chest and I go, come at me, let's go.
All right, I believe.
Yeah. And then take a black.
Absolutely.
I do want to say one thing to Sivek before I want to turn to him and go, Captain Gray is going to be very tickled to find out that your bad luck with captains doesn't just extend to him.
And what I believe is we should call that scene. We now have where Captain Sykes learned the concept, or Captain Sykes, Roland learned the concept of measure twice, cut once. And also, why he still has to take an injection every 6 months to make sure his pee-pee doesn't fall off. I'll spend the threat. It's okay. I am a generous being.
I'll just leave it this way. When they ran out of the traditional English letters and had to move on to the Greek alphabet for the new variant of herpes that Captain Sykes possesses.
I believe we have Theta. I believe this is the Theta variant of PPD.
We're back at the bar, and I just turned to Sivek and I'm like, hey, you remember that time I left you at that Klingon conference so that way I could go have a foursome with those 2 ladies and that Klingon dude? Man, that was some crazy shit.
Oh no, those weren't two ladies. The other, Medusa identifies as male.
Well, you know, it's very fluid over there, so it
Well,
is.
It's very fluid, but
Did you just assume their gender?
Captain, I do my best to forget that night, but the smell is ingrained into my brain.
Hey,
for, I fear, the rest
speaking of
my
that,
life.
you think we should probably get some flowers for what was that captain's name? What was that captain's name that you Esteban? Yeah, Esteban. I remember him.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah.
He's
Maybe his
dead,
family could get some flowers then. You ever think maybe if we didn't go to that room, that things would have played out differently there? I wouldn't have checked Klingon off my bucket list, that's for sure.
The most important.
And I may have been under different commands and paper black.
so you're about to now. You have been returned from the captain's memory, fond memory apparently, and you're about to go back and see the Admiralty about your performance and a possible solution to
I think
the
we have
board
some
issue.
ideas.
And I return this to the pitiful secondary backup sub-narrator, a little trained minion, if you will, who's at this point not throwing up.
Daddy gave me the keys to the car. I'm going to go to the store and buy cigarettes.
I believe the outro is the phrase that you
Absolutely. I don't know. Here's the thing. We usually do the raid here, so unless our good fearless leader Nat is still watching and prepared to set up a raid for us, we're not raiding today.
Please.
So I'll throw that out there into the ether, and we'll see if a raid pops up here in a few moments. If it doesn't, it just doesn't. I'll go ahead and start doing the normal outro stuff. So, hey, that was fun, wasn't it? We got to find out a little bit about how this character that I designed to definitely not be skeevy turned out to be pretty fucking skeevy. So that was fun. Next week we're gonna find out a little bit more. Hopefully, the captain can keep it in his pants long enough. Nat Jester says no raid. That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
No raid. You only need a night off.
So, we need to figure out a way to give me the keys for that. I think I can get the ability to do a command in chat to do that, but it is what it is. But hey, in 2 days, that's right. Tomorrow's Tuesday. We don't do anything, but Wednesday we'll be back with the heist in Adenia. The crew had split up, and they are now taking care of their prep work for the heist. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get to start that sometime soon. Followed by Star Wars. It's been 2 weeks, and we're ready for another installment. We're gonna find out more about the Bayamar, I feel. That was.
I just want to know when you'll meet some NPCs. That's where I'm.
Right. But hey, if you were part of the wonderful reception that we had last week on Thursday for Aliens, thank you so much.
Aliens.
Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be back next week on Thursday with that. But yeah, that's Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's the current schedule. Stay tuned. Join the Discord. So that way you can stay apprised, keep yourself apprised of all of the new wonderful lords and ladies stuff. I'm going to go ahead and post the link here in the chat because I don't think the Discord command works. I mean, it works, but it gives you the wrong thing. Click that link. Join. We have open casting calls right now. We have some things coming down the pipe that we'd like some new blood for. So please let us know if you've got a camera and a internet connection and you want to have some fun with us. We want to have fun with you. The legal kind of fun. Exactly,
Oh, that's
exactly.
still fun.
Hey, do you know a Medusan, a big buff lady, and a Klingon and want to have some fun? Meet me in 14C because we've got a batleth and bonding to get to. That's all I got. That's it. Bye.
Good night, everyone.